AskReddit virus investments. What fast food chain should go out of business? IDK what happened but Quiznos is gone where I am. From what I've heard it's because they actively screwed their franchisees. It's like they just cared about squeezing startup fees and expenses out of new locations, and after that it's like they considered them liabilities. I swear Long John Silver's is just a money laundering front. I just saw a brand new one being built locally and swore I was in a fever dream. It even has a modern facelift for 2022. I'm starting to question getting Subway multiple times a month. They lost a lot of stores in Germany in the past few years. The food is okay but the franchise rules make it almost impossible to make a profit. You gave to buy their patented oven, shipped from the US, instead of one that can be serviced locally. The stores have to finance the advertising, buy their ingredients from approved shops, instead of local suppliers, pay excessive rent for the locations and furniture, etc. A few years back, a lot of them closed or switched to a different brand. On the flip side there's an A&W place near my house, and in 23 years of living here I'd never gone there until a couple months ago, and it was great. Delicious burger. They are very popular in Western Canada, but I think it's different than USA. They are more of a higher end fast food. KFC's quality has dropped in the last 10 years. It's not the same delicious, well-cooked chicken I remember. KFC honestly does not give a crap about the North American market. They care about the markets in China, Australia, and I think even India. KFC is actually pretty good there because it's totally different. That is, it doesn't even bother to go for the Kentucky Fried Chicken style. It's just fried chicken accompanying everything else. And they actually do a pretty good job on the everything else. For example, quick Indian curry, with a little bit of fried chicken strips. Oh, it's so much better considering that it's fast food. Is Burger King even trying anymore? When I was a kid I remember them being a legit competitor to McDonald's, and Wendy's was barely an afterthought. Now it's McDonald's versus Wendy's for me. McDonald's versus Burger King for me now feels like Walmart versus Kmart, and then Wendy's is Target. Every time I drive by a Burger King there is one car in the drive-thru at like 6 PM on a weeknight. Subway. They brand as fresh and healthy, but on either. The food is awful. They should change their slogan to Subway, we're right by where you work. Their claim to freshness doesn't really seem valid anymore. Going to Burger King is like playing Russian roulette but with food poisoning. The quality of the locations varies so much it's crazy. I eat it to get the bowels moving. I'd be down to get rid of Subways, but only if all locations were replaced with better sub-deli sandwich shops. Cause that's about the one thing Subway has on anyone else: proximity. I do love the cookies too. Subway. Subway. You can't get a foot long for less than $10 now, and it's not even a good sandwich compared to just about anywhere else. Edit. Firehouse and Jersey Mike's are better, but nothing great. Don't at me. Go local on this one, fools. I worked both at Firehouse and Subway, and by all means, choose Firehouse every time. It is way better for you and the taste is on another level. You motherfuckers have got me hungry for Wendy's now. In all seriousness, probably Subway. They have no big claim to fame. That isn't our food used to be good, and we had a pedo mascot. Wendy's is the only restaurant that's as good as it was when I was a kid. McDonald's is so low quality and BK just always tastes off. Neither are memorable at all. But I go out of my way to go to Wendy's. Golden Corral needs to go. People touching food, coughing and sneezing by the food, kids grabbing plates and then putting back. Food is absolutely bland. The best tasting food there is the iceberg lettuce, if that's any indication how bad the food is. Yup, it is like a feeding trough for people and it's disgusting. Everything is sticky or greasy and there is food spilled everywhere. When my family goes out for a big dinner they know I won't go if it is Golden Corral. There are other buffets around that are actually clean and taste good, but Golden Corral is bottom of the barrel. As sad as it makes me, Burger King. At least in the part of the US I live in. It's been years since I was satisfied by the taste, thanks to undercooked patties, cold hard buns, stale fries, employees that seem like they'd rather not be there, drive-throughs that smell like rotted soft drinks, and overall the locations are looking run down. Even their advertising has been sloppy and sometimes outright inappropriate. Every 2 or 3 years I get a craving for a Whopper, and then I remember why it's been 2 or 3 years since I've been there. Applebee's? Who even goes there anyway? I have a microwave at home, thanks. The Krusty Krab. The owner is such a greedy twat. You won't be saying that after you try this shithole called the Chum Bucket. All the Burger King food I've had in the last 5 years has either been cold, dry, or disgusting. Let it burn. Burger King. They had a nice little run 20 or 30 years ago, but it's a wrap. No one associates them with good food anymore. Subway. The working conditions there leave a lot to be desired. The ingredients would make you yak if you saw how they are shipped. And the bread, oh, the bread. I only eat there if I'm desperate for something to eat. I'm intrigued, how are the ingredients shipped? I'm from the UK, but Pizza Hut has gone severely downhill here in the past 10-15 years. Having worked in a delivery store for almost 10 years, I can pinpoint the moment of decline to when the stores became franchises. It then became less about delivering great products with great service, and more about cost of sales and cost of labor. Fuck those shitty franchise owners really. Burger King is inedible. They skimped on so much stuff it doesn't even taste like food. Tim Hortons. For not having up to par food, in my opinion, at least, and treating their employees like shit. Once they stopped making donuts in-house it went downhill fast. Their menu is bland and boring. Panera. It's both overpriced and super bland. Serious agree, but only since they stopped serving my favorite sandwich. The chicken Caesar sandwich. Amazing. Then they stopped putted sliced parmesan on it, switched out for shake parm. I took that. I was mad, but I took that. Then they stopped altogether. And I stopped going. It shocks me that people still eat at Subway. TLDR. Burger King, Subway, and KFC should go out of business. If any of you MFs say Taco Bell. Taco Bell has always had a level of quality and service that I expect from Taco Bell. The last time I went through the drive-thru. Okay, is that everything? Okay. For here or to go? I'm in the drive-thru. Lol. Oh, me too, man. Tim Hortons. Dog water coffee and laughable food that just seems to get worse. Yet, somehow people still go. I don't understand it. I feel as though I'm the only Canadian that can't stand Tim Hortons. Once they stopped doing fresh donuts, it was downhill. Subway. It's almost all just super cakey doughy bread with a few small slices of meat and cheese. Subway. Honestly, who enjoys that slimy fake tasting crap? Deleted. My father-in-law, a wonderful man, may he rest in peace, loved Long John Silver's. I never understood it lol. But it made him happy and he had it once a week, so I was glad we had one here. Now that that great man has passed, I don't care what happens to Long John Silver's lol.